everyone. I'm Andrea Currie, independent designer, crafter, and crazy host of Craft-tastic-Live. Yes, it's a fun time. You should come to the live version of the show sometime. We would love to see you. Okay, but first and foremost, let's talk about depleting our stash of leftover scraps of paper. I know I have tons of leftover stacks of paper that I said, okay, I'm going to use them in some sort of craft and it's going to be useful, it's going to be cute, and it might even have two purposes. Fast forward to my woven holiday greeting card / ornament. Who doesn't like to receive an ornament in the mail? Something decorative that they can hang up and then you can have your nice little personal message on the back. Something that people can treasure for years to come. Very easy to do, and we're upcycling our scraps. Finally! Let's go to Craft Cam, show you how it's done. Very easy project to do. So here's the finished project. What do you start out with is you need to make yourself a little Christmas tree or an ornament if you really want to do it. Design just by cutting out a piece of scrap paper into the shape and the size of your preferred little ornament / greeting card. Then what you want to do is find some decorative scissors. If you don't have them, it's not, super important. But I just found these decorative scissors over at Michael's. They were like $1.50. Very, very easy. I'm just going to use these wavy ones. Get into your stash of paper scraps and start cutting as many different tiny little pieces in whatever colors that you feel would be the cutest on your particular design. Go crazy. Have a good time. You know that you have all kinds of colors and things that you've been hanging on to, that you've been dying to use in something that other people will adore. That's why I cut these up with my pattern scissors, because it just makes it even cuter when you start to put them and weave them through your design. So I have kind of these brown colors, these red colors, and even a purple in here. Kind of looks a little blue on camera, but it is a purpley color. And you'll see once you're done, it creates this really fun and neat woven tree. Very, very fun and easy to do. The only materials that you're going to need are your cardstock, your leftover scraps, and then maybe even another cute stamp that you can put on there. Maybe you can see that. There you go. A little stamp that you can put on the back, and then that will be where your message goes. So cut out your shape. It's going to be maybe a Christmas shape. I like to do these rounded little trees. They're very fun. But you're also going to cut out another one for the back of your card. It's going to be nice and finished that way, sandwiched like that. The card that you're actually going to weave, though, is this green, or the patterned side, the tree side. Don't cut straight down the middle when you want to start your pattern. Actually cut just off to the sides. You have to have an odd amount of little slits in here. So here we go. I just did, now I'm doing the other side, and I'm not going down all the way. I don't want to go down all the way and cut all the way through, because if I cut all the way through, then it's just not going to work out so well, because you can't weave if it's all broken apart. Alright, so I just cut down the sides just like so. I'll show you, I'll count them out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what you want to have, is an odd amount, and you want this. You want the one in the middle just to run right up there, just like so. So it's kind of this funky little fingers that you've created. And I cut all the way down to the bottom, almost to the edge. I gave myself about a ½ inch left there. So you have plenty of strength when you're weaving. Now what you need to do is just start getting your little pieces that you want to weave in there. If you want to create any particular pattern, just sort of pre-lay that out to make sure that your little pattern is going to look right, and your colors are looking good together. You have the right length of strips. You're going to need several different types of lengths here, and I do recommend 3 or more colors, and then you just start your weaving. Just like regular weaving, when you start under on one side, then on the next strip you're going to start over. So I'm going to start over on this side, which means it's going to go under on the second one, over, under, over, and then under. Perfect. And it just ends just like so. Now I want to get some thinner strips in there, like this cute brown polka dot one. So now I'm going to start over, under, over, and then over again. There we go. All right. And it's okay if you have excess. You're going to see that I have plenty of excess here. We're just going to cut that off a little bit later. Let me just finish my weaving. I'm going to start back with my red. Now, some of it, once you get towards the top, is going to want to pop up, but don't worry too much. You're going to be able to easily move it around. You see how easy it is to weave these? This is actually really fun to do with the kids as well. And then we do a purple. It's kind of scalloped purple. Isn't that cute? And then I'm just going to go over or under and then over, and then that just kind of slips right in there pretty darn easily. All right, so now it's just really, really easy. Where did my other brown one go there? Think of all of the possibilities and all the different patterns you can make. So fun and easy. And then this last one is just going to go right over the tip there. All right, so it's kind of looking crazy, isn't it? Before you go and start cutting off all of your excess, what you're going to want to do is get your little tape runner in there, because your tape runner is going to secure your pieces before you start cutting. You definitely don't want to start cutting until you've secured your pieces. All right, so I flip it over, and anytime I have an edge, I'm just going to pull up the piece, and I'm going to put a little bit of tape underneath it. Don't worry, your paper's strong. And then I'm going to flip it back over. I see on the top I have a little end piece there. I'm just going to fold it over, that, and secure that just right in place. It's kind of hard to see maybe on Craft Camp, but you get the idea. Now, as you're going, you might get some pieces sort of moving around. Don't worry about that too much. It's really, really easy to put them back. But look at how easy that little pattern is. And we're using our scraps. We're using our scraps. Who doesn't love to use up their scraps? And we already had a piece kind of fall out, but that's okay. It's the top piece, kind of expected. Using your scraps. Ah, it feels so cleansing. Doesn't it feel cleansing? Okay, turn it over. And then get that piece. Get this piece. And then this piece. This purple. I love this purple scallop. And then what we're missing on the top was this piece that got away. This piece that got away. All right. And that can actually be secured right in the middle right there. So just by using your tape runner, you're going to get a really easy, no fuss project. Okay. Now what you need to do is start trimming. I like to use my precision scissors. These are my Fiskar scissors. And I'm just trimming off my excess. Okay, so they're all sticking in place, and when I'm trimming them, they're not like, you know, going diagonal or doing anything crazy, because they're already put in place, and I don't have to do anything else other than take my back piece, which is just a white cardstock. You can use whatever color you want. It already has the Happy Holidays message on it. Give that some tape runner all the way down to the little stump there. And then put that right on the back. Line that up, because we already cut that out and made it ready and easy. Look at that. Very, very easy. Now, if you have a little bit of excess, you didn't put it on correctly, you can either reposition it, because tape runner is generally repositionable and very easy to use, which is why I love using it. And just do a little extra trimming if you want to. Then what I did, because I like to make dual purpose of things, yes, it's going to make an adorable greeting card, a small, cute little greeting card, but it's also going to be a cute little ornament for your friends and family that receive the greeting card. And all you have to do is put a little hole punch through that, and then run yourself some ribbon through it. We'll just do this cute little purple ribbon. And it's a light and easy project, so you shouldn't have to pay extra storage. What am I talking about? You shouldn't have to pay extra mailing for this, because it is lighter, and this is a smaller piece too. But if you do a larger one, you might want to check on any of extra mailing costs. You know how it gets with the mailing system there. Okay, so very fun and easy. Look, I have my little twin right here. Oh, look. Very, very cute. And then, of course, if you want to do a different color on the trunk, you can do that. Who doesn't love dual purpose projects? I love them. I love them. Let's go back on over. Oh, backwards. frontwards. All right, so there they are, backwards and frontwards. You can see the front and the back. Very easy to do. Do it with your kids too, because you know, it's great when they can get involved in making greeting card projects. In fact, these can be their own little greeting cards for their friends and maybe even teachers. So it's very fun, decorative, and heartfelt, I think. If you like any of these crafts and want to see more, go to AndreaCurrieCrafts.com.